Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here today at the Mix Pot. Welcome to a special edition, which is going to be very simple. IHOP Challenge Me, okay? Today we are making banana fritter pancakes. Half pancake, but half fritter. This is all good. It's nice and fluffy on the inside with those bits of bananas and crispy on the outside from the butter. Let's get started. We're going to be using the bananas, which some people would be called overripe, but I don't think they're overripe at all. Actually, they're very much more nutritious when they have these brown spots on them like this, and they're sweeter. When you're mashing the bananas, you don't want to use anything mechanical, just a regular fork. Don't use anything that's going to turn the bananas to complete mush. It will mess up the consistency of the batter. You want to leave some lumps in there. To this, you're gonna go ahead and grab any store brand box of already complete buttermilk pancake mix and add in 1 2/3 of a cup. We're gonna go ahead and add in 1 cup of water. When you're adding the water, you want it to be room temperature to actually a little lukewarm. Too cold and we're not gonna get the reaction from the dough that we want, or batter rather, and too warm and we're also not going to get the reaction that we want. Also, you want to let your batter sit for 5 minutes and rest before you cook. Get 1 tablespoon of butter into a warm pan and let that melt down. Then we're going to get our batter and get 1 ladle and just ladle it down into the pan until it spreads out evenly. Yes, you're going to see those lumps from the bananas. Don't worry about it. They're going to cook up just fine. The batter will cook around them. I want to remind you guys right now that this is sped up. So even though it looks like it's bubbling really fast, it's cooking slowly. When you start to see the bubbles form up and stand around the edges and they're no longer popping, they're sitting, you're going to get ready to go ahead and try to flip that over. Now, flipping it can get a little tricky, especially if you don't have a completely non-stick pan. Just take your time, work your spatula around the edges, and go ahead and flip it over. Remember, you're not making a pancake. It's not going to be that flat surface that you're used to. The batter is going to have some crevices, some nooks and crannies, especially with it baking up and cooking up around those pieces of banana that's in the batter. When you add in the remainder of your batter, you're going to look for the same process. Just want to cook it low. You don't want to cook it too fast, okay? You want to make sure that it's getting nice and crispy, but it's also having enough time to cook. Remember, that batter is thicker than pancake batter. This is a pancake fritter. So as opposed to you cooking it and it's rising really quick like a pancake would, it needs that time to cook the dough through. You don't want that floury feeling, texture, or tasting in it. Now, if you gotta work the pan a little bit, meaning flip it back and forth until you get that golden brown and crispy consistency and texture on the outside, but it's nice and cooked on the inside, go ahead and do that. It's no problem. Just make sure you're taking care not to be too rough. We don't want to, fell apart pancake, but sometimes it happens. And just for the sake of, it happened to me this time, and I'm showing you guys how fluffy it was on the inside while still having those chunks of bananas nice and warm with the crispy outside. To finish these off, we're just gonna keep it all simple but so delicious. We're gonna start off with some fresh bananas and peel those up there for a topping. Strawberry is optional, but it puts a certain brightness onto it that I like, so we're gonna add a couple strawberries on the side. And of course, it's not gonna be complete without our powdered sugar. I'm gonna give my powdered sugar people a moment, and I slowed it down for you guys. Food is beautiful. It's really always the simplest things that look so pretty, and they always taste the best. your moment. Now that it's time to go ahead and taste, we're just gonna pick up some and see what we have going here. Definitely a little bit of drip action. Okay. And just as always, it's nice, gooey on the inside, crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, warm with those bananas. So perfect filling, not overly sweet. I love fritters. I love pancakes. They're together great. Thank you for joining us here at the Mix Pot today. Be sure to subscribe and come hang out with us some more for easy, simple recipes.